Hey guys, hope you're all good. Day one of the World's Strongest Man. The heats begin today. First event is the medley. So we've got a 130 kilo cannonball, a 260 pound anvil, a 260 pound sandbag, a 260 pound barrel, and then another sandbag as well. We've got to load them onto this platform here. Fastest time wins. All groups are doing all the events this year, so there's no swapping and changing. Everyone's doing the loading, everyone's doing the deadlift ladder. Makes things very easy, very flowing, and a lot quicker as well. A lot more easier for the athletes instead of chopping and pasting and doing whatever. So first event up, we've got group one. Right, group one down. Andy Black did very good actually. Came fourth in the group with 50.81 seconds. Kevin Fairs was second with 43.36. Winning the group was Tom Stoltman with 38.39, so he won the group by 5 seconds, which over Kevin Fairs is absolutely phenomenal. Javier's Schmuckstellis was third, so he's still in very good contention. So that's it. Group one down, got Luke on 6 points, Kevin Fairs on 5, and Javier's Schmuckstellis on 4, Andy Black on 3. Next grouping is Mr. Mark Felix, obviously the 56-year-old phenomenon from the UK. Brian Shaw, Constantine Zanasha, Gabriel Peanut, Bobby Thompson. Now, Mitchell Hooper is a Canadian, quite new to the game. He's only had 5 or 6 comps. Now, I've just been chatting to a few of the guys. He's pulled 475 kilo in competition, so, and that is phenomenal. 475 kilo, that's a hell of a weight. Second event's the Deadlift Ladder, so he's someone I think is going to do very, very well on that, and someone who I think potentially is going to pull half a ton in the coming years, if not months, so that's exciting. So next group, group two, let's see what they can do. Right, group one winner here, what was that, 38 seconds?
38 seconds, yeah.
How did it feel?
I mean, it was alright. When I seen the events, it was a light loading event, you know, five implements, usually it's a bit harder than that, but 8 meters as well is probably about 5 steps for me. So.
Yeah, 20 steps for everyone else.
So it was alright. It's a nice, you know, to get the nerves kind of under control now and just, you know, relax into it now. So,
did you give that everything, or was it pretty cruising?
No, I didn't give it everything. You know, the qualifier for me is just getting through without getting any like injuries and stuff, and just, you know, but no, I felt I had at least another like 5-6 seconds to shave off.
Jesus Christ, yeah. That's incredible, man. Incredible. I mean, it's pretty obvious you're going to go through to the final. So I don't really want to ask you about the events in the heats, really. Events in the final, how do you think you're going to?
Yeah, I mean,
I've got you down for 3 firsts.
Yeah, I mean,
in the final. When
I look at the final event, it's really good. I mean, behind the net press for me is probably now my favourite pressing event. In training, it's been quite unbelievable. I didn't realise how good I would take to that, so that's it, and power stairs as well. Those 2 events I'm really excited for.
I think top of my head, I've got you down for winning the medley, winning the stones, and I think it was the power stairs as well.
Yes,
and then you've got every chance to win the bus pull, to be honest, with the height and weight.
Yeah, I mean, I've just, you know, so in the final events, I've just been training them hard, you know, obviously behind the net press is a new event, you know, power stairs for me, new event. I've just been training as hard as I can, just like last year, you know, and just let other people make mistakes and think of myself. So that's the goal this year as well, is to win it. So
awesome,
back to back, you know. So.
Awesome, back to back, that'd be amazing. Well, I'm not going to bother you anymore.
Like you.
Yeah, it's not as good as people think it should. Well done, mate. Good luck for the rest of the comp.
Cheers.
Right, just caught up with Tom there, looking big, looking confident, looking focused. Can't help but like Tom, can you? He's a super nice kid. Right, group 2. So, first place was Mitchell Hooper. Now, he absolutely stormed that. He actually beat Tom Stoltman's time in the previous heat. I mean, Tom says he wasn't going to full ball, and he looked comfortable, to be fair, but the fact that Mitchell can even match that is absolutely phenomenal. Brian Shaw, 7 seconds behind, 45. Gabriel Peanut in 45.8. So only 0.8 seconds behind Brian. And then Constantine Zanasha 49, Bobby Thompson 49.7, and Mark Felix 54. So, points, Mitchell Hooper on 6, Brian Shaw on 5, Gabriel Panner 4, Zanasha 3, Thompson 2, Felix 1. Group 3 up next, we've got Gregor Szymanski, Mika Toro, Adam Bishop from the UK, so hopefully he can do some damage. He's always good on loading events. Rob Kearney, Alexei Novikov and Trey Mitchell. Now, Novikov is always good on loading, as is Trey Mitchell as well. So this is going to be an interesting one. So let's see how these guys get on. Right, I'm with the winner of Group 2 for the loading medley, Mitchell Hooper. Mate, I've got to say that was fucking phenomenal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, had fun.
I just want to update these guys because I'm going to be honest, not heard of you until this event, but you pulled 475 kilo in a competition, which is phenomenal. It's like the second heaviest lift in history. Is it? Is that right?
Sure.
It is?
Yeah.
It's incredible. Fifth competition overall.
Yeah.
And then you're at the World's Strongest Man and you just won your first event. And loading's not even a good event for you really, it's one of your middle ones.
Yeah, it's just unfamiliar with the implements. I move well, so I executed, which makes it a really good event. But to get that out of the way means a lot.
Absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely. Next event for you is Deadlift Ladder. Obviously, pulling 475, that's going to be absolute cinch for you. Grip good? You're going to be able to do everything without the straps?
At least the first 4 without straps. And then if I could hunt down some liquid chalk, I'll get 5 in without straps.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I really like this guy. He's really... He's got that little bit of a spice about him, a bit like I had. Really good, mate. Really, no, I think you're going to make the final. Honestly, I didn't as I say, excuse me ignorance, just didn't know quite who you were, but now I've met you, seen what you're doing, researching a little bit. Phenomenal.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely phenomenal. I think you're going to go a long way. How old are you?
26.
26, Jesus Christ. That's incredible. Well, buddy, put it there, mate.
Thank you very much. Eddie.
Well done.
Appreciate
Keep it up. All right, bro. Whoa, Group 3 was intense. I think just Alexei Novikov delivering that performance, knowing what's going on back home, you know, he's literally fighting a war. He's literally training up as a soldier. So maybe that cardio paid off in this, but that was just phenomenal. You can see the emotion in Alexei's face and eyes. He's so committed to this. This is like, I think it's a chance to get all that emotion paying out and put it into something. And this is a big deal for Novikov. So phenomenal. The fastest time across the 3 groups as well, beating Tom Stoltman, beating Mitchell Hooper, 37.25, fastest time so far. Second place, Adam Bishop, 45, so nearly 8 seconds behind. Toro on 47, Mitchell on 48, and Kearney 54. Szymanski only did 4 and 29. So that puts Novikov in the lead with 6 points, Bishop 5, sorry. Toro on 4, Mitchell 3, Kearney 2, and Szymanski on 1. So, Group 4 next, and let's just have a look. All these groups are so tough. Like you can't call who's definitely going through. You can say which one you think top one, but in terms of like second seed, real tough. So, Group 4, we've got Shane Flowers from Great Britain, a newcomer, but he's been on the scene not that long, but he seems to be absolutely phenomenal athlete. And he's, you know what, I really like Shane, just hanging around with him a little bit. Really enthusiastic, really nice guy, and he enjoys himself, which I think is super important at these events. Pavlo from Ukraine as well, Gavin Bilton, Nedsman, and Martins Lissis, Maxine Boudreau. So obviously Martins Lissis is going to be, I think, right up there. Maxine Boudreau, but then Shane Flowers is always a good loader as well, so literally another interesting group. So let's see how they get on. Just catching up with Novikov on that, 37.25 seconds, fastest across the board. Now he's absolutely shattered, so I didn't want to stop him. But how are you feeling, buddy? That was phenomenal.
I tired really, but I'm really happy because I won this event and I head of my group. It's very important for me, and I want and hope to still head of my group and win in general in my group. It's very important because I don't want to go to stone.
Nobody wants to do those stones.
It's not my way.
You're still doing your training for the front line and the army and everything?
Yes.
So do you think that's paid off with this, all the fitness?
No, you know, when I train in my gym, sometimes I live in Serena, and that's mean in my country, in my city, rocket whistle attack. That's why I must go bomb safe.
Right.
And
so
it's harder for training in pro level, but it's my real time, and I can do this just in my country, and however in my country 1 hour. That's why training too hard. It's sad, but it's true.
Group 4, as expected, Martins Lissus won that 37.7, the second quickest so far. Gotta say, gotta hand it to Lissus. You know, 2 years out with bad injuries. He's just been riddled with injuries. You know, he got knocked off his bike at some point as well. But he's bounced back and he's looking in phenomenal shape, to be honest. Second was Maxine Boudreau with 40.6. Again, a very fast time. Pavlo Kordiaka on 47. Gavin Bilton 45. And Shane Flowers 48. Nesmic only finished one implement. I think he must have an injury. Big shout out to Gavin Bilton, actually, 45 seconds. That's probably, you know, that's a fast time of all the groups. Just in this group, it didn't perform too well. 45 in most of the groups would have been second place. So a bit unfortunate for Gavin to put such a good performance in, but not quite getting that top 2 spot. So, but fair play, Martins Lissus and Maxime Boudreau in first and second. So let's have a look at Group 5. Hey, Group 5 we have. Sorry guys, need to stop things blowing away. Already have. Group 5 is Kim Udrak, Jean-Stephen Gorobouf, E4 Melstead, Kevin DeRutter, Luke Stoltman and Evan Singleton. Now, for me, it's going to be Evan Singleton and Luke Stoltman 1 and 2. Don't know which. And also A4 Melstead as well from Iceland is going to be right up there. So this is going to be a really interesting group. Again, all these groups are so tight. It is really hard to call it. But right, let's Group 5 up next. I'll give you the results in a second. I'm here with the King Dragon, back after 2 years off with injuries. You got knocked off your bike, you've been riddled with knee pain, elbow pain, shoulder pain, bumhole pain, everything. How's it feel to be back?
Freaking awesome, my man. Freaking awesome. I didn't know if I could make it back, but after a couple of years, finally feeling good, I knew I was ready.
Good.
It's so good to be back.
Smashed the first event as well, many more to come.
Absolutely.
Great to see you, man.
Let's
Good
freaking
luck.
go, man. Yeah.
Group 5, just done and dusted. Mr. Luke Stoltman absolutely dominated that. But actually, to be fair, Kelvin DeRutter, 2 seconds behind him, so not an absolute domination. But Luke Stoltman, 37.95, one of the fastest times of all the groups. E4 Melstead was in third with 49, so 10 seconds behind second. Jean-Stephen Gorobouf, 52. Evan Singleton, I don't know what happened there. He must have had a blackout, I don't really know. But 1 minute 8 for Evan Singleton. And then Kim Udrak did 4 implements at 34 seconds. So, yeah, great for Luke Stoltman. Really great for Luke. Puts him in good points for the next events. Obviously, you don't want to be doing that stone run going into the final. So, good position for him. How you doing, brother? That was an awesome performance.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it felt
Really good.
Yeah, it was nice. It was. I've come in a little bit heavier this time, but I still have that quick feet, which is good. You know, in training we've been working really hard on it. So
Yeah, I mean, you beat Tom in a loading race, which you ever think you'd say that?
not really. No, I think probably Tom was going at 50% there. So
Yeah, he did say in the back I was going easy, and to be fair, it takes him probably 4 steps. It takes you about 20 steps. Is the difference.
yeah,
In
you
it?
see my little feet kind of going like.
Everyone's in the same boat though. I mean, Tom's just a giant in the world.
But
Isn't
yeah, big Kelvin in my group, the big Dutchman.
Yeah.
He's really good at loading, so I kind of knew I had to.
he? Yeah, no, he was right up your arse.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
so no, it was good. Yeah, very happy with the first event. You know yourself, it's only one event in. So.
Yeah. But that's the important one because you want to take the stress off as early as possible, and you relax, and you perform better when you're not under pressure.
100%.
So,
Yeah, no, it was good. Everyone put in a good show, some really fast times.
Evan died of, what happened there? He just died of death, or
I don't know.
got some problems with hydration or something?
Maybe just the heat and the. I haven't spoken to him yet. You know how it is with loading sometimes
yeah.
as well, you just gas out, so...
Yeah, and it takes one little mistake, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, it just throws you off, so... Yeah, hopefully he's going to be okay.
Brilliant. And you feeling good for the rest of the contest?
Yeah, mate, I'm nice and chilled now.
Good. Cruise into that final.
Yeah, mate, that's the plan, 100%.
Right,
so, yeah.
I'll leave you be, mate.
Appreciate it, thank
Good
you.
luck.
Cheers, mate.
Take care, man.
Cheers.
Right, well, that's event 1 down, and all the guys have got the points going into event 2. So event 2 is the deadlift ladder. Now it goes from 300 kilo stepping up to 380 kilo, 5 lifts in total. And basically if someone hits 5 lifts and another person hits 5 lifts, it's obviously the fastest time to the 5 lifts. If you only hit 4, then obviously 5 beats 4. So this is going to be a very interesting one. Obviously going in the same order, group 1 to 5. So have some fun. Right, group 1 has just been, Tom Stoltman did all 5 in 51.46 seconds. Second was Gabriel Room from Canada, did 4 implements in 39.4, and then third was Kevin Fairs with 4 implements in 45.89. Avios from Stellis 4 as well in 55. Andy Black did 4 in 1 minute 2. And then Manuel Angulo did 3 in 38.62. So that was good, really good for Tom. Putting him in 12 points now, so that's the maximum points you could get for 2 events down. Most impressive of all that was Kevin Fairs. Really, he just used the strap, basically like a flappy strap. So it's just a flap that comes off the wrist. He basically ripped onto it. Very risky, because every time I've used those sort of straps, they just snap straight away. They're not very reliable, but he did it, he got it done, so fair enough. Next group is Mark Felix, Mitchell Hooper, which again is pulling 475 kilo in, you know, off the floor. This should be an absolute cinch for him, and he's super fast, as proved in the medley. Bobby Thompson, Gabriel Peanut, Brian Shaw and Constantine Janashia. So this is a very tasty group. 3 people in this group have deadlifted over 1,000 pounds. So bear in mind, there's only, I think we totaled up earlier, there's only 17 people on the planet in history that have ever pulled 1,000 pounds, and 3 of them are in this group. So it's going to be a tasty one. Wow, group 2, that was it, really good to watch. Mitchell Hooper did all 5 in 31.21 seconds. He did the first 4 without straps, he did the 5th one with straps, but to be honest, he didn't need them. Absolutely phenomenal. Second place was Bobby Thompson, did all 5 in 42.5. That was fast. Like that, you know, that would probably win all the groups. Third was Gabriel Peanut, all 5 in 52. Fourth was Mark Felix, the 56-year-old phenomenon. And then 5th place was Brian Shaw, who only managed 4. Didn't quite pull the 5th one off the floor, and Constantine Janashia only got 3. Maybe some issue there. He's usually a very good deadlifter. So Mitchell Hooper is absolutely phenomenal in that. Really, like, jaw on the floor, like, wow. And Felix as well, 56 years of age. You've got to remember, he is old enough to be. Well, he's old enough to be Brian Shaw's dad, technically. 16 years older than Brian Shaw, and he's old enough to be Mitchell Hooper's granddad. You've got to put that in perspective. It's insane that Mark Felix is here competing with these lads and still up there in the mix. So yeah, group 3 next. We've got Gregor Szymanski, Rob Kearney, Mika Toro, Trey Mitchell, Adam Bishop and Alexei Novikov. Bishop is an absolute phenomenal deadlifter, another one to pull 1,000 pounds, as is Novikov as well. So we've got 2 guys in this heat that pulled 1,000 pounds. Just checking there's not 3. No, only 2. So it's definitely going to be between Adam Bishop and Alexei Novikov. So it's going to be another interesting one. Right, group 3 have just been, that was exciting. Adam Bishop and Alexei Novikov went last out, and it was literally neck and neck. Bishop just stumbled on his strapping a little bit. Bishop was actually pulling faster than Novikov, but Novikov was just more efficient getting the straps on and getting into the pulling quicker. So Novikov won with all 5 in 35.6. Bishop was right behind him with 37.4. Third was Trey Mitchell with all 5 in 59 seconds. Fourth was Rob Kearney in 41. Mika Toro did 2 in 26, and Gregor Szymanski did 2 in 26.9, so last. I was just excited. It was really good. Events coming up for them. So they've got the car walk, they've got the cannonball hold, and the log for reps. Now I think Bishop at the minute is 2 points behind Novikov. So Novikov's in the lead with 12, Bishop on 10, Mitchell on 7, Toro on 6, Kearney on 5, Szymanski on 2. So Bishop's got a very good chance of winning the next few events and getting straight through to the final, and he really needs to be honest, because Trey Mitchell, you might as well be up against the Hulk. Basically the best in the world at Stones, along with Tom Stoltman. So he really needs to win the next few events ahead of Novikov and get through to the final in first seed. So yeah. Next up is Group 4. Now we have Shane Flowers is back in because he went off to get his foot seen to, went to hospital. I think he's had it strapped, and he's back. Whether he's broke his foot or what, I don't know, but he's come back. I've seen him walking about with his suit on. He's ready to go. So we've got Shane Flowers, Pavlo Kordiaka, Gavin Bilton, Nesmin, Martins Lissis, and Maxine Boudreau. So in terms of who is going to do well in this, I mean, Martins Lissis is a £1,000 puller. I think as is Maxine Boudreau. So I've got those two for winning first and second on the deadlift. And Gavin Bilton's a good puller as well. It's just whether he's got the endurance to pull all 5. So this will be an exciting one, and we'll find out the points at the end of that group as well. So exciting. Right, Group 4 down. That was quite entertaining. Martins Lissis won all 5 in 43.9, but he had to do the second deadlift twice because he lowered it before the referee gave him the down signal. So shouldn't be making mistakes like that at this level, so it's all on him. But will that cost him energy going into the final? Probably not, but it's a mistake he shouldn't have made. Second place, and I'm really happy about this, Gavin Bilton. He did 5 in 52.28, so that's really good for Gavin, puts him right back in contention overall. Shane Flowers came third with 4 in 36, so fair play. Come back with a busted foot, still come third at this level. Well done, Shane. Maxime Boudreau, now I had him down to do well in this, but then I remembered he's not too good of a deadlifter. That's his only Achilles heel, it's his only weakness. So that's cost him in the points. Pavlo 3 in 38, and Nedsman 3 in 45. So points overall as Martins Lissis with 12. All the groups seem to be like the first place, seem to be winning both events. So Martins Lissis in the lead on 12, and then Gavin Bilton and Maxine Boudreau in second place on 8 points. Shane Flowers tied 4th with Pavlo on 6 points, and then Nedsmin in last in 2 points. So events coming up for Group 2 is car walk, cannonball hold, and the log for reps. So Gavin's got a good chance really of going into the stone off, I believe. I don't think he's got a chance of beating Martins going into the final, so he's just got to maintain that second, third spot to go into the stone off, and he's got a very good chance. Gavin's a good stone lifter, so yeah, he's good at walk, he's got a very good grip. Overhead's a little bit of a weakness, but I think looking at the group, it's not too much of a worry there. So yeah, Group 4 done. Group 5 to come. So Group 5 is, we've got Kim Udrak, John Stephen Korabouf, E4 Melstead, Kevin DeRuiter, and Luke Stoltman. So who have we got down for this one? I think Luke Stoltman is going to win the deadlift. and he's already won the last event as well. So I think every group is pretty much the first place has won both the events. So it's pretty spicy, as Luke would say. Second, I can't call this one. Quite a lot of new faces in this one as well. So tough to call. But I'll update you in a little bit on Group 5. Right, Group 5 is done, and this is the end of the day. So Luke Stoltman won that. He only had to lift 4, he didn't bother lifting the 5, so fair play, saving energy, very, very clever. He did 4 in 42 seconds. Jean-Stefan Garabouf did 4 in 53.87. Kim Uderak did 4 in 56.48. E4 Melstead did 3 in 40.88. I don't quite know what went on there. E4 has done a lot better at your strongest man in that event, so I'm unsure what happened there. And then Kevin De Ruiter did 3 in 56. So, right. The points are for this group. Luke Stoltman in the lead with 12 points. So I do believe every single group there's been a person that have won both events. So in every group there's a person with 12 points. So I think that whoever's in 12 points has got a very good chance to go through to the final now. So Luke Stoltman on 12, Jean-Stefan on 8, E4 Melstead on 7, Kevin De Ruiter 7, Kim Uderak on 5, and then of course Evan Singleton has withdrew from the competition. I can't comment on what happened or what's wrong with him, but Evan Singleton has withdrawn. He's not on site, so I hope Evan's okay, whatever has happened or gone on. So yeah, I'll put all the results here about at the end of the day for every group. They'll all be up on the screen now. But day 2 tomorrow is the I'm going to say it's the cannonball hold and the log for reps. I think that's what it is tomorrow. So it should be a good day tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you're all staying safe. Hope you're all staying well, and hope you're enjoying the content and little bits and drabs that are coming through. I can't film anything on the actual site, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. I think they're being pretty strict on that, so fair play. World's Strongest Man, this is their content at the end of the day. I'm just doing a little bit of reporting, and I'm here presenting for CBS and Channel 5, so very privileged to be here. It's been great to see all these athletes compete. Looking forward to who's going to win this contest overall. Stay safe, guys. Stay awesome. Big love the beast. Take care.